In 2025, the National Service Authority is still having its own problems. They can't deal with wrong posting, they can't deal with special posting, they can't deal with inaccurate posting, they can't fix PIN code issues. They can't just post people to where they are supposed to be posted to. Now, the 2025-2026 personnel have been released by the National Service Authority, and we have about 85,000 people who have been posted to various public and private institutions. And a lot of people have been crying about the fact that they've been posted to places that do not either exist, or places that they do not select, or places that would not actually help them to harness their potential to the fullest. Now, the national service in its own wisdom is supposed to help, tertiary students to, gain skills and, put whatever they've learned in the universities and tertiary institutions to use. Right, but it seems that in Ghana we do not really value the national service to that extent where we put some kind of seriousness into the postings and the fact that people need to be posted to where they are supposed to be posted to. Now, each year we have this phenomenon where they post people to places that the people did not select, they post people to places that do not exist, they post people to places that do not, tally with the kind of study that the people had in school. For example, someone who studied petroleum engineering should be posted to an oil and gas company or a petroleum sector, agency. But you see the person being posted to some school somewhere or being posted to some pharmaceutical company where they have no knowledge. Right? Unless, of course, we believe in the fact the NSS or the National Service whatever is not important at all, then we should scrap it. Or we believe in the fact that these NSS people are not important, so they are just there to run errands, to go buy water for their superiors and just be there for nothing. Because in most companies, the NSS personnel are not put to use. Most of them are just behind computers. Most of them are just seated the whole day. They fucking do not do anything, right? At the end of the day, they take their money and they are gone. Right? So they do not gain anything out of the system. They do not gain anything out of the training and out of the service. Right? That's why most of them are not even ready for the job market. Most of them cannot be retained by these companies, but because the companies do not even allow them to put their skill to use. If I'm in Accra and I study in Accra and you're posting me to the northern region or some hinterland somewhere where I have no accommodation and I know nobody there, so how do you expect him to be efficient and effective? How do you expect him to be productive? Right? So it is a problem with the system. And every year the problem persists, whether it is NDC or MPP, they fucking do not have any idea how to solve this problem. Looking at this critically, you could see that there are some reasons why this NSS or the NSA do not have the capacity to post people to where they're supposed to be posted to. One could be that we do not have enough, industries to absorb the number of people that we produce. Because according to the numbers, about 150,000 people have actually applied to be posted to various agencies. I can say on authority that we do not have the industries and the agencies to absorb all these people. All those places are choked already. There is no space for any NSS person as we speak in Ghana. Right? So if the country fails to produce companies and produce industry that can absorb these individuals, we are just sitting on a time bomb. We'll be posting people to places that do not exist. We're posting people to places that they do not select, just because we want to put all of them into a system that is choked, a system that is dysfunctional, a system that does not cater to their needs, a system that does not help them to improve in any sector. Right? It's just a system that is been created for people to, apply for special posting. Special posting is there because people want to make money off the system. Paying 30,000 cedis or 20,000 cedis so that you be posted to where you deserve to be posted is nepotism. It breeds, corruption. Right? It just tells you that if you don't have someone in the system or if you don't have someone who is at the top, there's no way you'll be posted to places that you're supposed to be posted to. Right? A teacher should not be posted to, a pharmaceutical company. But we don't have industries. We don't have companies. The job market is choked. Right, this is the problem. That is the fucking problem. And the NSS probably has nothing to offer. The NSA has nothing to offer the new personnel. That is why we are bringing in this whole military training and all that. Because the number is getting bigger. Each year it is getting bigger. But once it is getting bigger, our companies are getting smaller. They are shrinking up. Most of the companies are folding up. But there are no spaces anywhere for anybody to be absorbed. Right? So if you don't create the ready market, if you don't create the industries, and if you don't create the companies that can absorb these people, over 100,000 people will be, coming out of the universities every time. And you need to be posting them to some village somewhere for them to go be there and do that with their lives. That is the hardship you are creating in the system. Now, can't you actually solve this with AI? Artificial intelligence. We can actually put these names or this data into a system where it will pick and choose and who is supposed to be posted here and who is supposed not to be posted here. It will be able to select the right individuals for the right industry, for the right sectors. artificial intelligence can solve this problem. Now let's analyze some of the postings. A guy reached out to me that he did petroleum engineering, but he was posted to the Malam Atta Government Hospital or Government Clinic. I don't know what he's going to do there as someone who studied petroleum engineering. You have people, some of the postings that have been posted online, you have people who have been posted to Adum Poultry Farm in Takwa. The person is in Accra, has been posted to Adum Poultry Farm in Takwa. I don't know what the person is going to do there. Now, there's some people who have been posted to the Mr. Muzu Shrine, Nogokpo. Maybe this is a joke. But yeah, it is happening right in real time. Someone was also posted to a company called Jimate Company Limited head office. The person studied electrical and electronic engineering at the University of Mines and Technology. And if you look at the place that has been posted to, bro, it's an eyesore, right? Another person has been posted to the Dagomba DA primary head office, but the person is in Accra, somewhere in the Ashanti region. They've been posted anywhere just for posting sake. We have someone who has been posted to the Ghana Health Service, Boko, and the person claims that, he's in Accra, right? So I don't know what the person is going to do in Boko. You have someone who has been posted to the Medimafo Herbal Clinic, Ibuakwa, Echuma, Agogo. These are places that they did not select, but the NSA has been able to post them to those places very far and very, random. And we have someone who has been posted to the public toilets, booth 3 of the KGT. These are some of the postings we've seen online, the complaints thereof. Now, the most important question is, the NSS people in the system, most of them have not been paid, and you're trying to get a lot of people into the system. What is the budgetary allocation for the new people we are bringing into the system? Now that we are paying them close to 1,000 cedis or over 1,000 cedis, you understand? So how are we going to, solve that problem? Now, the ghosting problem, how are we tackling it? Because during the previous administration, the scandal happened. Are we ensuring that this administration is not also towing the same line? Who is checking that? Who is doing the check and balances? Who is trying to, police that system and all that, right? So the NSA and the NSS system it has a very huge problem. I feel like it should be retooled. They should get new people into the system. They should get new systems, AI. They just need new ideas as to how they can deal with this problem, because consistently it has been proven that the people there are not fit for the position, they are not fit for the job, they just do not know what to do in order to resolve this, national problem. Just post people to where they are supposed to be posted to and make it regionally balanced, and just make sure it is done. Give this to an AI, give this to ChatGPT, and GPT will solve this in just a second. But human beings sitting there taking huge salaries and allowances are not able to fix this problem. So basically, I don't think a country like Ghana should be dealing with this problem. Of course, you have this problem because you don't have agencies and industries and companies to actually absorb the people. But even with that problem, we should have an efficient system, an efficient technology that deals with this whole posting thing, where we can't even post people to the right places. Bro, we are not ready for development.